always been a rock climber since I was a teenager. There are a lot of parallels between rock climbing and stone sculpture, especially the type of climbing that I've always been interested in, which is multi-day expeditions on really big escarpments. So there's the commitment, which is the same as stone sculpture, like the time thing. You can't get it all done right now. You have to do a little bit now and a little bit tomorrow and a little bit the next day. And there's the consequences if you mess up on a stone sculpture. You just have to start over on a different piece of stone. I've never gotten into climbing so seriously that death was the consequence. It's always just been like, well, you have to retreat. There's this long middle phase in a sculpture where it's only changing imperceptibly. It can be like an endurance test to get through that phase because it's only changing incrementally. It's still not really coming alive. But once a sculpture kind of starts to come alive, I really enjoy tightening up all those lines. Also, the idea with like big wall climbing, you're kind of trapped in your spot where you are, and the only way out is just to continue with this process and climb the next pitch and the next pitch until you're off. It's the same way with the sculpture. You have to finish this sculpture. You know, you can't just erase it and start over, or you have this task, and you just, whether you're really into it or not, you have to finish that work. So I was working my way through school as a stonemason. I got into stonemasonry early on. I learned in this like zero risk environment how to use chisels and how to cut stone. And I gradually would sharpen my chisels more, and then I started using really sharp chisels and really nice stone, and the techniques just kind of flow right in from masonry to sculpture. In North Carolina mountains, there are a lot of old, weathered, white marble gravestones that are just stacked up behind the monument company. So I had these that size and shape, like a fairly small white marble gravestone, and I was just thinking, like, what can I do that's life size that fits the material that I have access to? And it just occurred to me, it's already this right size and shape of a styrofoam takeout box. So I just took a crack at one of those, and I sold it. I did a condom in the wrapper in black jade, and I did this like fetish kind of 1911 pistol, a Colt pistol. It's like the Colt 45 in black jade. There's this long history for jade for like close personal objects, things that are kept close to the body. If there's a specific reason to use a specific stone, I don't mind if it's like 10 times harder to work with. It's kind of worth it. I have hundreds of hacksaw blades. I use them all the time. I buy packs and packs of them at the building supply. Sometimes I'll take a hacksaw blade and sharpen the whole thing like a razor blade so that it's a serrated razor blade, and I can just cut a laser sharp line with it. My sculptures they reference models that are made out of plastic. I'm not trying to copy my models, but I do have a very specific image that I want to go towards. For me, it's important to have that initial trompe-l'oeil effect. So I want to have a lot of really sharp detail from a distance. I want the object to almost be kind of impossibly complex. But I want that to pass really quickly. I don't want people to think they're looking at like a casting of a typewriter or actually a real typewriter. I want something else bigger to pop up in their head, you know, while they're having this quiet moment with this thing that they thought they had seen 1,000 times.